Thanks for joining us on Key Factors, presented by the raceguide.com.au. Stu Rich and Mike Wood here to have a look at the card at Rosehill Gardens this weekend. We're going to be bringing you the quaddie legs. We've got best bets in there, plenty of value hopefully as well. Of course, the $100 hot seat later in the show. Welcoming our chief analyst, Michael Wood. Mate, I hope you're well. But firstly, have you had a chance to digest all this information from Racing New South Wales this week? Plenty of big announcements for the industry.
Yeah, amazing week. Great to be doing a Thursday night. Stu feeling a little bit under the weather, a little bit of cold, but I'll be all right. What a great week it's been. It's been one of the big announcements this week. If you have to be one of the most negative pundits out there to not enjoy this Golden Eagle next year, true. $7.5 million. And wait for the banter if one of these expensive colts doesn't turn up to the best 4-year-old race in the world next spring.
Yeah, and already plenty of banter there. Racing Victoria, they raised the bar the other week, and it's Racing New South Wales back over the top. And I'll tell you, Mike, just as a punter, I mean, we're going to get to that stage next year and we're going to see these great 4-year-olds are just going to stay on the track, hopefully, because of the Golden Eagle.
That is so true. It's exactly what punters want. We don't want more horses in the breeding barn, we want more horses on the racetrack. The Autumn, Sun and Graph, the connections have got such a big decision. What will they do next spring? In the heart of the breeding season, I hope they race, but we'll find out next November.
And in the heart of this initiative as well, Racing New South Wales have done something fantastic. They're going to donate 10% of all prize money to charity, which got us thinking, Mike, next year we're going to have a bit of a charity element involved with the show. Yeah,
we've been thinking about it for a while, but the Golden Eagle's given us a nudge in the right direction. 10% of all the winnings, not just the profit, the winnings from winning bets next year in the Hot Seat 100 will be donating to charity. Us punters aren't bad blokes despite what they say.
No, look, that's so great to hear. I'm so proud of that, and especially because there's a charity that you're obviously very connected with, and it's touched your heart as well. Yeah,
I've been affected by melanoma, obviously, so I'll be donating towards that, but other charities as well. We'll keep punters updated next year.
All right, well, look, the show goes on this weekend at Rosehill Gardens, so let's get into the first leg of the quaddie this weekend, and it is the Tab Rewards handicap over the 1,400 metres. It is for the mares, and I'll tell you what, Mike, I looked at this field and I thought, geez, all these mares, they pretty much all ran a place last start, and you've got to expect that. Mares in form.
Yeah, really closely matched race. A few of these were winners last start. Let's have a look at the way the first leg of the quaddie sets up and talk about those track conditions as well. The rail's out 6 metres, the track's going to be good. We're hoping for a really genuine track on Saturday, dry conditions, and it's been so fair there lately. We think it's going to be a fair bias again, so we can flip straight across to the first leg of the quaddie, see how it shapes up. Benchmark 78. Fair to steady tempo only, and a couple going forward. A couple of the most important key factors here. So Magic's only having its 6th start, and with Purpose its 8th start. They've both got progression, these mares.
Okay, plenty to look at for these mares. As we have a look at the market now for the first leg of the quaddie this weekend at Rosehill Gardens, and it is deft with a bit of support. $4.60 into the $4.20 there. Third up for Godolphin. Hysterical right there. Gaze leader at $5. Bella Success on $6.50. They're just in behind. Now with Purpose, Ed O'Rourke and Michael Freeman. Mike, we've got to get interested to know how this partnership's going to go as it eventuates. Now Velocitea $8. Nicky's Gold $8.50. The Swooper maybe trying to come from the back here, Mike. But look, a little bit of money early for Deft, but it's quite a competitive market to open the betting.
Yeah, interesting betting market. There's a couple of favourites there, but the form lines are pretty similar. This is a benchmark 78 over 1,400 metres 2 weeks ago. A few of these raced together over 1,200 metres, so it's a great form reference, isn't it? Nicky's Gold first up, coming from the back. Deft second up, and Hysterical second up. Hysterical led at a steady tempo, and she was okay, but it was all about the Swooper this day, Stu.
Yeah, look, Hysterical, I've got to ask you a few questions here, because just wondering what we're going to take out of this run. Has a bit of it under the whip there, but look, Deft does come home well. Keen to see what you say here.
Yeah, Deft up to 1,400 metres, stronger tempo will help. Hysterical, maybe she just needs the extra distance, but Nicky's Gold beat them fair and square, pulls away from them late. She's a smaller horse. She's not the biggest horse in the yard, but she's obviously going well this prep.
Okay, let's have a look now to Hawkesbury, and we're going to show you a replay here of So Magic. And look, we've got to look pretty late here, Mike, because it is pretty even until the camera angle opens up, but then we do see this horse really sprout wings the last 200.
Yeah, we mentioned at the top of this race, didn't we, that it's only having its 6th start, I think, on Saturday, and you look at your form guide and you think Class 2 Hawkesbury. The time was only okay, the sectionals were fair, maybe it's got absolutely no chance on Saturday. But the thing about this race, this horse, is it's big, strong, it's raw. Jess Taylor didn't hit it with a whip till about the 125. It finds the line really well, and it beat them easily. And it's got more progression on Saturday. That's the biggest key factor for her.
All about finding the line when it was under pressure too.
Yeah, a lot of improvement as well.
All right, let's have a look now at all the form and the key factors to get this quaddie started at Rosehill Gardens on Saturday. We're looking for the gold bars, Mike, so light them up.
Mares race, no surprise, very even for form. Bella Success won on a wet track. Nicky's Gold was good last start. We just saw that replay.
Okay, so form all over the board here, Mike. Let's get into the key factors now. Progression as we kick it off.
Yeah, looking for upside. I think Deft can improve. Also with Purpose, definitely has upside. Nicky's Gold second up. The record's fantastic. And So Magic, we talked about her before. She's got loads of upside in her career.
Mares races, look at this, already so competitive from the off, Mike. Distance at stage of prep.
Yeah, going from 12 to 14. Deft should like it, Hysterical should like it, Nikki's Gold should like it, all three from that replay with purpose. She's never been to 14 before and she really finds the line, as does So Magic. So all the progressive types like the distance too.
And gold bars all across the page there, Mike. Nikki's Gold just with the neck out in front. What about track conditions? No gold here.
We've been at Rosehill for so long, haven't we, Stu? So nothing doing. So Magic, I think she'll like Rosehill, but we're not sure till she tries it.
All right, the mares are close, Mike. Position in run. Who's going to level up here? I see some gold down the bottom here for So Magic.
Yeah, Hysterical. Speed Mappers will love a leader. Velocita just behind her, but So Magic has great tactical gate speed, can settle just behind the leader and kick.
Okay, look, so the favourites are there, Mike, but we've got Nikki's Gold there that was already at some pretty good value before we even went into all that form and the key factors. It's come out on top, and of course we just found one to sneak up right down the bottom. So let's bring in all the odds and the ratings, Mike, because like I said, I think we already had value, and you found some more here. $21, So Magic, equal top rater.
Yeah, value, not confidence for this mares race. It was often the case for mares race, isn't it? We know it's going to be a close finish. We're not 100% sure who's going to win. The tempo will make a difference, the bias will make a difference, but those two top riders are great odds, aren't they? Nikki's Gold flying home from the back, and So Magic, Jess Taylor, maybe pull out the whip out 250 out this time. They're both great bets, they're both each way odds, and they're the ones we're going for in the first leg of the quaddie.
All right, so hopefully a little bit of value there to kick things off at Rosehill Gardens this weekend. As we get into the second leg, it's a Merry Christmas ATC membership sprint, and we're at 1,100 metres here, Mike. It's a benchmark 88. And it's a sad, sad day because I think I've got to give up on my mate Isorich. He just hasn't been doing it for me lately. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to find another one at pretty good value in this race.
This looks like a messy race, and I reckon there's definitely going to be some value runners down the way. Let's have a look. Benchmark 88. 5 of these horses are first up, which is so important. A strong 1,100 metres on a good dry track.
All right, let's have a look at the market now for this second leg of the quaddie at Rosehill Gardens this weekend, and it is the in-form horse from Godolphin, Coruscate. $5 there. It's got drawn wide though, so we've got to see how it goes here. Bonhomie with a good fresh up run at $5. Albumin, the flashy grey, back in town, $6.50. Single Bullet. Well, can this horse fire again, Mike? We will wait and see. Redouble, oh geez, loves running a place, doesn't it? $8.50. And well, Slow Burn, a little bit of money here. 12s into 9, and it's a market mover for the second leg, but it's $5 the field.
Yeah, Coruscate's absolutely flying. You can look at those replays at home. He's going so well. He's trialled since his last run. But let's have a look at that money horse, Slow Burn, and see how good she was last start. She was kind of out in the market, about $8 this day over 1,200 metres, wondering how she'd go. She raced keenly. She was blocked for a run. She had no luck. This is a hard watch, isn't it, Stu?
It is an extremely hard watch if you backed at the South Sydney colours here, Mike. Just getting in between all these horses here, nowhere to go. But look, this is what we've got to come out of the race thinking, how far could you have gone?
Well, it's a different form line, isn't it? So these mares are pretty good mares. It's such a close finish. You worry about the form line, but I think most of these mares are decent quality on the edge of black type.
Yep.
So she could be one to follow back to against the boys.
Okay, let's have a look at another replay now. As we often do here on Key Factors, we take you back a while. This is around about 12 months, back to Canterbury, December 2017. And here we're having a look at Viceroy, just really getting ridden now, Mike, coming down the outside. But importantly, Nicabel up on pace.
Yeah, Christmas time, 12 months ago. First up for Viceroy. Looking at this replay for 2 reasons. Nicabel doesn't have to lead.
Right.
Can sit outside the leader and still perform. I was surprised when I saw this. So could sit outside Tangerine, and Viceroy, he's obviously underrated still, isn't he, Stu?
Yeah, absolutely, and all that profiling you're going to have to the race guide.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, let's have a look now at all the form and the key factors, because we've got to assess all this before putting our hard-earned on the second leg of the quaddie this weekend, Mike.
Yeah, decent sprinters, close in the form ratings. Coruscate, though, is absolutely flying.
Well, there is Coruscate just in front on form, as we can see. All the key factors, this is hopefully going to put a little gap in them, Mike.
Yeah, the thing about Coruscate is he's got more upside and more progression this preparation, so he'll get a gold bar for progression as well. Slow Burn, she can progress second up. And Nicolance, this is a really sneaky one. First up, after a bit of a break, he's got big upside. He beat Coming Through one prep.
Okay, wow, at some serious odds as well. Distance at stage of preparation.
1,100 metres, they all like it, nothing doing here. Single Bullet, maybe a negative for him.
Okay, so it's still Coruscate well out in front here. Slow Burn right there. Track conditions, we're on the dry again.
We're on the dry and there's no goal.
Okay, no goal there. So we can keep moving on. Position in run, Mike. Who does this favour?
Yeah, speed mappers all like Albumin, drawn the inside, and Nicolance with Tim Clark on board going off Slow Burn. He can trail up just behind. Interesting.
Okay, look, Coruscate's pretty much been out in front from minute one there, Mike. In front, in form, pretty much just holding a margin there. Let's see if that's enough for a bet as we bring back all the ratings and the odds to have a look at the second leg of the quaddie here, Mike. There's Coruscate, $5. Market's all right there. Albumin right in the mix. Slow Burn, the money horse. Wow, how are we going to go here?
Please, 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 one of these top 3 raters wins because, geez, the heads over. Ever So Natural's been trialling really well. Viceroy we talked about before. If you like a roughie, go for it. We think we're going wide in the quaddie. We'll find out later.
Yep.
But Coruscate's the one for us. He's in form. The wide barrier, don't worry about it. He's adaptable. He can go back and storm home and slow burn the mare's form line just in case.
All right, so tough race there for us. The second leg of the quaddie, but it is Coruscate on top. Stick around. We'll wrap up legs 3 and 4 after the break. Welcome back to Key Factors, presented by the raceguide.com.au. We're up to the third leg of the quaddie this weekend at Rosehill Gardens, and it's the apprentices that just could take control of the race here, Mike. We've got Brock Ryan on the leader, Reflectivity, and our mate Robbie Dolan looks to be pushing forward as well. And he's our mate because he's just been riding so well.
Yeah, these apprentices are going well, Robbie Dolan in particular, but there's another apprentice that's caught my eye in this race. Let's have a look and see which one we like over 1,500 metres. The third leg of the quaddie, benchmark 78, a lower level race. 7 of these horses are second up or third up, improving into the preparation. A fair 1,500 metres, and please, please be a fair bias again at Rosehill.
Oh, look, it's just been so good out there at Rosehill on the bias front. So let's have a look at the market now for the third leg of the quaddie. Hope everyone's still alive. Reflectivity there going forward, as we said, $3.90. Some really good support on Thursday as well. Naya at $6. The mare taking on the boys. There's Asterius. That was a really good run last start, $7. Turnberry there, really tough on pace as well. Destiny's Own, $8.50. The money came for Island Missile last start and a little bit more today, 11 into the $9.50, Mike. Reflectivity though, that's some serious money here, $4.60 to $3.90 late on Thursday. Yeah,
some good money. He's third up, primed to win now. We're not going to look at him in the replays, look at a couple of other replays. Yep. I really love these 2 replays as well, Stu. Let's have a look at the first one. 1,800 metres, a fair tempo with a long sprint, so lots of pressure. This is Astoria quickening into the race alongside Skyboy and Fierce Impact. It's a bit of a trick, isn't it? But with 300 metres to go, which is a 1,500 metre race, he's doing pretty well. He goes pretty well here, Stu, doesn't he?
It's good to see you getting really excited about this replay, Mike. But one of the profiling areas on Key Factors we look at, peaking, that's exactly what this horse is doing.
This horse has absolutely had enough. He never wants to race over 1,800 metres again. James Cummings is listening. Yeah. Over 1,500 metres, those horses going to the Epsom. It's a great form reference.
Okay, well, all importantly, back to the 15 there, Mike. Let's have another look at a horse now, Asterius. Now, this was a great ride, tucked up at the back there, but this horse didn't peak. This horse absolutely surged to the line, different from the last replay.
Yeah, the thing about Astoria before is you've got to worry maybe how genuine he is. You want to see him attack the line over 1,500 metres still. You don't have to worry about this horse, Asterius, similar name, but a very different racing profile. Gets back, winds up, absolutely savages the line.
Yeah, was looking for a little bit of room here and just love that bit late and, well, pretty much sat up on it late too.
Yeah, tough grey, flies late. It was a good 4 that day. Maybe a really firm good 3 is a slight question for the Waller runner though.
Okay, let's see if the Key Factors and all the form can help us find the winner in this race. Looking for the gold bars. Take it away, Mike.
Interesting race, betting race. Reflectivity and Turnberry are in form, and so is Astoria, like we said. That form reference from last start is strong.
Okay, I like this. Gold's in the top, in the middle and down the bottom, so hopefully some value, Mike, as we hit the Key Factors progression.
Yeah, progression Asterius. We just saw how good it was first up. It can definitely progress second up. So you win. Loves it second up too.
Look, this is looking juicy already, Mike. What about distance and stage of prep?
We preempted it before. Astoria back to 1,500 could be the key factor that sees this horse finally win.
The Key Factor. All right, Asterius is right there as well. What about track conditions?
Dry Rosehill again. We've been there for a while.
We're skipping through this one. So still Astoria out in front at decent odds too. Position in run. Who does that help?
Yeah, the speed map's really strong here. Reflectivity definitely leads with a lightweight. Turnberry probably on its outside with a lightweight. And Astoria not too far away. 3 strong ones there, Stu.
I like this. We get Reflectivity, Turnberry, and then Astoria down there. We're pretty much saying, Mike, we've got 2 here at really juicy odds, adding in the favourite as well. So let's have a look at all these ratings and also the odds now, because I say this is time for a bet, as you say, Mike. Reflectivity, Turnberry, Astoria, hang on, $3.90 and $12. You're basically saying they're all together as much chance as the favourite Astoria.
Yeah, and they're great odds, aren't they? If you think we're kidding with Astoria, maybe back Turnberry, solid each way on pace. We think he'll firm on Saturday. But we don't think we're kidding, obviously. We think he's due. He's back down to benchmark 78 grade. I can't believe it. He's in second, close second in Group 2. He's each way all day. We say that all the time.
Yep.
He's a moral each way.
All right, so it's a story for us there in the third leg, a moral each way, as Mike has just said. On to the last leg of the quaddie now. It's the Australian Turf Club handicap over the 1,300 metres. And I'll tell you what, Mike, Donna Scott, she's just done so well with Lord Von Costa. I mean, for herself, back to the track, first back since March, from March, after 6 years off the track. So, I mean, a great performance there just to kick this race.
Yeah, had a couple of winners as well. She's going really well. I think first up, Lord Von Costa was 300 to 1 and ran really well. So obviously she's underrated in the market as well. Could be one to follow. Benchmark 78. Liz Dunvana and Aaron Shinnie are second up. Who can improve the most? Fair to strong tempo with a few going forward. Good dry conditions and a fair bias, maybe near pace if it firms up late in the day.
Okay, we'll watch for that out there at Rosehill late in the day as always. Let's have a look at the market now for the last leg of the quaddie. Hasn't been too many big betting moves today, Mike, but a few came today. Liston Varna, 6 into the $3.80 there, right on top. Same again for Moe Rose, $6 into $3.90, a really reliable mare. Aaron Cheney, big ball of muscle. The money came last up, but not so much for this Saturday. Blue Tycoon will be right up there on pace, $6. Redouble, second emergency in here, but right in the market. And old Drakenfels did okay last start. But look, money horses here, Liston Varna and Moe Rose.
Yeah, they're good horses. They're good mares, aren't they? But have a look at a Canterbury race we've looked at a few times recently, because there's a couple of unlucky runners. Blue Tycoon led this day. Blue Tycoon had every single chance. But there was a couple in behind that didn't have every chance, including Good Weather 3 wide, no cover, and good old Drakenfels. We've watched this 3 times now, thanks to you.
Yeah, look, Drakenfels is just another one that had no luck in this race. Cool Vinny was in there as well. Look, what do we take out of a race like this? Blue Tycoon on pace, all importantly. Yeah,
drifting in the market. Blue Tycoon got its win, goes up in the rating. It's going to be so hard for it to win again. Drakenfels obviously should have won and should have gone up in the ratings, but he hasn't.
All right, let's have a look at another replay now, Michael. We speak of that horse, Lord Von Costa earlier, so let's have a look at it. This day, all importantly, was swooping, but the leaders here pretty much off and gone, and there was a smart one up front.
Yeah, Cradle Mountain's a really good horse, so this is a great form reference. Drakenfels' first start for Bjorn Baker, I think, this day. Lord Von Costa's second start for Donna Scott. Lord Von Costa comes to the outside, quickens really well. He's going really well this prep, but he just tends to peak late over 1,200 metres, so maybe to 13 is a bit of a risk. Drakenfels finds the line pretty well there.
Okay, well, we've seen Drakenfels as well there in a couple of replays. Let's have a look now, Mike, at all the form and the key factors for the last leg of the quaddie, because we've got to get the punters home with a winner.
Yeah, form's in the middle of a page. Drakenfels, we keep talking about him, but he was 3 wide, no cover last week. He's going well. And Redouble, one of the emergencies that can win this race. He was big first up as well, wasn't he? Light them both up.
Sure was. And hang on, we're looking maybe at a bit of more value here as well, Mike. Right in the middle here. Let's get to the key factors progression.
Yeah, Liz Dunvana can improve. Second up, so can Aaron Cheney. So can So Magic. We talked about her before in the mares race. She's one of the emergencies in this race. If she turns up, she can win this race too.
Well, looks like there's a few that maybe can here, Mike. What about distance and stage of prep?
Not too much doing here. They're all okay.
Okay, they're all okay, but we've still got plenty in this race. This looks very open. Track conditions again?
Still Rosehill. The Moe Rose should be okay at Rosehill, but a bit of a risk. She's only a lightly framed type.
All right, there are at least 10 horses here, Mike, that are very close together. What about position run? Okay, we've got gold for the toppies here.
Yeah, the favourites finally get something. Liz Dunvana, Aaron Cheney, Moe Rose, all drawn really well. Wow.
I've got a funny feeling here, looking at that, the key factors, and after we look at all these ratings, Mike, there could just be 10 horses pretty much finishing across the Rosehill straight here in the last. That's what I'm seeing there. So let's get it back up with the odds, because that's what the punters want to do in the last. See if they can have a bet. And, well, look at that. It's pretty segmented, isn't it? 5 across there, 5 back. But hang on, there's a lot of value across this page, Mike. Where are we going to play? Lord Von Costa, $23. He's only a length off these.
Yeah, value maybe you're being kind. I don't know. I think there's so many horses that could win this race. There's not a lot of confidence. The thing about this race is So Magic's progressive. We talked about it before, so she can win. Redouble's going really well. Aaron Cheney, Liz Dunvana in the mix, but they're so short. Drakenfels, we keep talking about him. We just think he's forgotten in the market because it says barrier 16 in early markets.
They don't like that.
But there's a few emergencies. There's a strong tempo. The barrier just won't matter. He'll be flying home late, so he's the best bet for us.
All right.
And we have to put So Magic in because we tipped it before, even though she'll probably be scratched from this race.
All right, well, look, there's a look at the 4 legs of the quaddie. It is quaddie time now, Mike, so we've got to wrap all these up. I sense we're going to go very wide in the last leg, though. That was tough.
Yeah, it is tough, and wow, the graphics guys have done well. There's room on the page. I didn't think there would be. 3x7 by 3x7, race 6. It's a pretty big leg for us. Nikki's Gold, So Matching, With Purpose are all big odds to beat the favourites. A couple of wet trackers there. Race 7, I won't read all those names out. There's a couple of roughies there. Ever So Natural first up. He can go well. Viceroy first up. Race 8. Astoria each way all day. And race 9, come on Drachenfels, he came third last week. Hopefully he can win this week.
Yeah, look on the back up. Now, $100 hot seat time, Mike. The profits going nicely last week. A Raymond and some really juicy odds there to end the day as well. How are we going to play the $100 this week?
Yeah, we're in the profit, aren't we? We're going for that $1,000 in 2018, but it all matters more next year.
That's correct.
We're doing it for charity as well. Sir Bacchus and New Universe. We're not confident in the quaddy legs, are we? So no surprise to see $40 outside the quaddy legs. We think these Waller runners should be the favourites. $20 at $8.50, $20 at $8. One of them will win, we think. Race 6, So Magic, Nicky's Gold with Purpose. They're the value runners in race 6 in the quaddy legs going across the page. We've got to put $10 on Astoria. And both of these Godolphin runners, we know, rarely win. So etymology in Astoria, just in case they don't win, a place all up looks pretty juicy too.
Okay, I've sensed your keenness there for Astoria. And I'll tell you what, I can't wait for that next year where we will be donating to charity with the winnings off the $100 hot seat as well. That's the most important thing. But look, hope you get out there on Saturday to Rosehill Gardens. But before you do that, you've got to head to theraceguide.com.au to find out everything about your horses that you're going to back this weekend. That's all from us. We'll see you again next week.
Cheers, good punting.